How's it going, ladies and gents? Insane back again with another video for you guys today. Yes, I'm still a little bit sick. Like, I'm pretty much better now. It's all just kind of getting out of my system now, so my voice is still kind of a little, still a little stuffed up, still a little running nose and stuff like that. Still coughing here and there, but it ain't too bad. We're getting back into this, man, and I've been, like, I'm getting better now, and I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so motivated. I made, like, a huge long Twitter post about it this morning. I'm excited to get back going again, guys. So anyway, and another thing is this gameplay, it's pretty solid, dude. I actually streamed last night. I didn't have my face cam on because I didn't want to, like, have the lights on, beaming down heat on me, making me feel worse than I was feeling. So I just did no face cam, but we had a good time, decent turnout. I didn't make a video or anything. I just said, hey, I'm gonna stream, you know. It was kind of like a last second thing, but I ended up going for 2 hours. I was surprised, but for some reason yesterday when I started playing Call of Duty, my shot was on, dude, and I felt like, I don't know if they did like a hotfix or something, but it felt like all these issues I've been having with, like, my shots not registering, I felt like that was just the way the game was. But last night when I was playing, it really felt like when the game first came out. It felt like my shots were hitting when they were supposed to be hitting, and everyone was hitting when it was supposed to be hitting, and I was just on it. I was getting kills, and every game was like that. It was fantastic. It felt like the beginning of the game for me because I was so much better at the beginning of the game. So I don't know what happened, but it was just solid last night. So 37-4, 9.25 KD in this game on one of my worst maps too, so I hope you guys enjoyed that going on in the background. So let's get into it, shall we? So today I want to talk a little bit about MLG Orlando. I haven't talked about esports in a while in a video, and I really want to talk about this one because it's an important tournament here. It's just a couple of weeks away from COD XP, which I'm super excited about because I get to go there. Anyway, as you can see, my voice is still cracking. Anyway, it was a crazy, insane tournament, very interesting tournament. So I'm just gonna kind of go from the bracket on in. Basically, I'm not gonna worry about pool play because obviously the people who are in the bracket are the people who won their pools and pool play. So anyway, we had Team Envious versus Rise Nation in the first round. Rise Nation ended up beating Team Envious, who had won Season 2 finals, which is interesting, but they beat them 3-2. And then Ground Zeroes versus Optic Gaming. Now, Ground Zero is basically TT or Dream Team from Season 2 Championship, and they did really good in Season 2. Weren't able to bring it back here in MLG Orlando. So Optic beat them 3-1. I think they lost the S&D. That was pretty much it. And then FaZe Clan versus Team Elevate. Elevate beat FaZe 3-1. I mean, Elevate was bringing it, and they're pretty solid. Back at MLG Anaheim, they took Optic Gaming to 5 games, but Optic ended up having the reverse sweep and taking them out in the grand finals. And then we had Luminosity Gaming versus Team Infuse. Luminosity won 3-2. Now, Luminosity is a team that beat Optic at Season 2 finals. First round, man. They first rounded them, so that was pretty solid. So anyway, that's round 1. Round 2 was Rise Nation versus Optic Gaming. Optic won it 3-2, reverse sweep. It was pretty nuts, pretty close series. It was a lot of fun to watch. Team Elevate versus Luminosity. Elevate won 3-0. Elevate was just firing on all cylinders on that one. Now moving on to round 3, winners finals was Optic Gaming versus Team Elevate. Optic wins 3-0, pretty solid. And then we had the losers bracket, championship losers right here. Round 1 was the losers from pool play. We had Kingsman, which is a Parasites team, versus Set to Destroy X. Set to Destroy beat them 3-1, which is actually a little bit surprising to me. Then we had E United versus Allegiance. Allegiance won 3-1. H2K versus Panda Gaming. Panda won 3-1, which is surprising. H2K is not too bad of a team. Cloud9 versus Most Wanted, and Cloud9 took that 3-1. Round 2, we had Apotheon Esports versus Set to Destroy. Apotheon took it. Then we had Complexity versus Allegiance. Complexity took it 3-1. That's Ake's team. Ake's is back in Complexity once again. We had Team Caliber versus Panda Gaming. Team Caliber won it 3-1. Bittersweet versus Cloud. Now, Bittersweet took a map, almost 2 maps off of Envy in pool play. I was very impressed by how they were doing. I wish they could have pulled it out. Would have been cool to see them in the winners bracket, but they weren't able to do it. But Bittersweet lost to Cloud9 3-0, sadly. FaZe Clan up against Apotheon Esports. FaZe won it. Then we had Team Infuse versus Complexity. Complexity takes it 3-2. Team Envious Envious versus Team Caliber. They won 3-0. Ground Zero versus Cloud9. Cloud9 takes it 3-2. Then we have round 4 in losers bracket. FaZe versus Complexity. FaZe wins it 3-1. Team Envious, I did it again. Team Envious versus Cloud9 takes it 3-2. That was a good game. Round 5, we had Luminosity versus FaZe. FaZe wins it 3-1. Rise versus Team Envious. Now, the rematch from round 1 of the winners bracket, Rise ended up beating them 3-2. Now, Rise loses 3-1, so Team Envy beat Rise in that one. Then we had FaZe versus Team Envy in the losers finals, and Envy beat them 3-1. I was really rooting for FaZe. They almost brought it back in that CTF to tie up the series, but they weren't able to do it. I'm really rooting for FaZe, but Clay, dude, Clay just can't keep it going, dude. It's like he's hot or he's just utterly horrible. I think he was like 4-20 in the last game in the CTF, and they was still trying to keep it close. That's just, I don't know, man. Clay needs to step it up for real. But then Team Envious wins that, obviously. And then they had to face the winners final loser, Team Elevate, and Team Envious beat them 3-0. Hot 3-0 on that one. Then we go to the grand finals. Of course, Team Envious versus Optic Gaming starts off pretty solid for Team Envious. Optic, close games in the first one. They should have won it. Didn't get it. The S&D, they went up a couple rounds. Couldn't get it. They ended up losing it. Third match, they ended up winning the game. Fourth match, they ended up winning the game. S&D, they were up a couple rounds, and then they just lost it. So, actually, Team Envious won the first best of 5 in the grand finals. Now, this is like a repeat of FaZe coming back and winning 2 best of 5s, right? You're a little nervous as an Optic fan. Don't worry. Optic's got you. Second best of 5 comes, and they crush them. The only close game was the first one, was the hard point. After that, they just ran away with the series. Optic's like, nah, we're done with this. We're taking this W, and they did 3-0. It was intense. It was nuts. Close games in that first series. Like, you were like, oh my gosh, this is such an insane series. But the second series, they're just like, nah, get out of here. And they stomped Envy, took the W, and that's awesome, man. And that's great for you Optic fans because they lost Season 2 champs so early on. You're a little bit worried. You're like, oh no, dude, they gotta get practicing because they got complacent. They stopped practicing, but now they're back on top. They practiced like nonstop for 2 weeks, and they got into this tournament. They won it, and now they're going to be practicing so much coming up to COD XP because you know that's the one they want to win. If they don't win this year, dude, I don't know, dude. It has to be their year. Like, Advanced Warfare should have been their year, and they played terrible. This year should be their year as well. We'll see if they show up, man. Who knows? We're gonna have to wait and see. I'm really excited because I'm gonna actually be there. I'm gonna have to see if I can get Krim to unblock me because he's blocked me on Twitter, and I don't know why. It's really funny to me. I'm like, I've said like 2 things to this guy on Twitter, and it's usually as like a whole thing to the whole team, but he's got me blocked on Twitter. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. And that's gonna be it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for yet another video. Peace.